Parents' newborn passed away. Seconds later, nurse tells them they won't be going home alone. One of the worst experiences a parent may go through is losing a kid. Children not only make our lives happier, but they also become extensions of who we are and are so ingrained in our lives that it is difficult to remember life without them. That being said, even the idea of losing a kid may be upsetting. Like most couples, Katie and Josh Butler had always wanted to have children of their own, so when they learned that Katie was expecting, they were overjoyed. They immediately started making plans for their new baby's future. But the pair received some shocking news when Katie was 20 weeks pregnant. The ultrasound tech discovered that the infant wasn't developing correctly. Physicians investigated the problem, but although having a long list of potential diagnoses, they were unable to determine what it was specifically. In contrast to the ideal pregnancy Katie had imagined, she really needed to visit the hospital once a week so physicians could check on the baby. When baby Dewey eventually arrived, medical professionals were ready to start his care immediately away. He was sent right away to Monroe Carell Jr. He spent many weeks in Children's Hospital at Vanderbilt in Nashville. Dewey had to have a feeding tube put in when he was only 132 days old, but he died during the usual operation because his frail heart wasn't strong enough to endure it. The Nashville, Tennessee, couple was sad, as they should have been, and they were ready to begin mourning the loss of their child. He was ultimately cured, and I know I'll see him again, so there was a feeling of relief along with the shame Katie felt for having ever considered it. With God's assistance, the couple started to recover, and then a miracle occurred. They received a phone call from a nurse informing them that a baby in need of a mother and father was on the 5th floor of the hospital. At 27 weeks, a newborn boy called Brax was delivered prematurely. At 11 months old, he has never left the hospital. He was reliant on a trach vent, had pulmonary hypertension, and had chronic respiratory failure, but unlike Dewey, his condition would become better as he aged. I had been asking God for another child. I had experienced motherhood for the first time, and after that, I knew I wanted to adopt Brax, said Katie. The couple's faith helped them move on since they were certain that God had guided them to this little kid at their lowest point after losing baby Dewey. His health began to improve after we brought him home, according to Katie. He still requires oxygen, but his nutrition and activity have improved. He grins at us and recognizes us because he knows who we are. Our whole family is incredibly fond of him. We want to shower Brax with the love we have because of Dewey.